ever thought up the most perfect, pristine, and fun sequels that could have been? Or, well, still could be. I do. All the time. And I have been told that a lot of my ideas are better than the actual outcome. I'll let you be the judge with my brand new Dr. T series, FAN-FIX-FLIX. And I'm very much a fan of Venom, both character and movie franchise. So, I thought I'd begin there. And after we got, and lost, Carnage in the previous, I thought what better time to once again improperly tease a Sinister 6 movie with what I'm calling Venom 3, Sinister Protector. It begins with Eddie and Venom teleporting back to the Sony universe, picking up right after No Way Home, and Eddie reacting to this in a very sick fashion, being very confused to what's been happening with all the universe hopping. Yet, Venom can only focus on that
Spider Boy.
Are you serious? We just flew ass backwards through universes, and that's all you can think about? Some kid on the TV? Venom ignores the implications of the multiverse and obsesses with Spider-Man. With his hive mind chiming in, he is shown that in another universe, it was Spider-Man that killed him, i.e. Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. This taunts Venom to find and eat the Spider-Man of his current universe. Venom, at first, almost leaps right out of the hotel to begin his search, but Eddie stops him. Eddie, this guy killed you before. What if he kills us again?
We will not be beaten by a tiny insect. We will eat the top half of him and suck the cartilage out of his broken spine.
First off, I don't agree to that. But what I'm trying to say is, maybe we could use a little help.
You are saying to form a team?
What I'm saying is we could use some help.
Who did you have in mind?
There's Mulligan. He seemed interested in learning the ropes, tendrils, the goo ropes that shoot out of us. Since the end of the last film, Detective Mulligan has found that his hearing aid was no longer necessary and was in perfect health. But he had not learned how to achieve symbiosis and can only let his symbiote form take over in pieces. Sometimes only covering his top half or his legs or just his face or fingers or arms. He's never a full symbiote. There's always a piece of him that's still human. And it's gonna look funny.
I will not let that amateur sully our reputation. We will find and recruit others.
Eddie, it was just a suggestion. It would be nice to have another goo monster on the team is all. They proceed to seek out a team to track down and kill Spider-Man. Eddie asks, so how many people or things do we need?
6 should do.
6? Where are we gonna find 5 other superpowered people?
Where else? The Big Apple.
They head to New York City. They meet a blogger named Max Dillon, who said he almost killed Spider-Man several times. When they meet him, they are severely disappointed to find that he is just a normal man claiming that he had electricity powers and was about to take over the city, but was thwarted by Spider-Man in multiple universes. He claimed him and a giant lizard named Dr. Connors traveled to another universe and battled 3 Spider-Man at once, and the Spider-Man won, changing them back to normal people.
So, you are useless then. Eddie, let me eat him for wasting our time.
Max, whoa, eat me. Eddie, no, of course not. Why would we do that?
Not even a few fingers?
Max, maybe I can point you in the right direction. Max gives them details about a vampire and a vulture guy trying to take down the spider as well. Max, not only that, there's a rhino too.
What?
Max, yeah, you heard me right. A rhino robot. They hang out in a car garage in the Bronx. After approaching Michael Keaton's Vulture in the Bronx, who was also recruiting villains as well, Vulture says,
I don't know what to tell you, Doc. I've already got a goo monster, and we're running a tight operation.
Venom.
What, goo monster?
Toxin walks out of the bathroom with only his arms remaining human. Venom.
You.
Toxin.
Venom. Eddie. What are you doing here?
Eddie. Pat? Are you in there? Toxin.
It's Toxin now, Brock. I left that name when I left the Force and found our religion.
Venom and Eddie.
What?
Eddie. I've never really been a man of the cloth, Patty. I don't know what you're talking about. Toxin.
I said, my name is Toxin.
Vulture. Like I said, fellas, I already got a full crew. We applaud you wanting to take on the Spider. Just don't get in our way. They leave disappointed, somewhat embarrassed, with Eddie even more confused. Eddie, what did he mean, our religion?
What? Oh, it doesn't matter, Eddie. We must find the Spider-Man first.
Once again, Venom only focuses on finding Spider-Man over Eddie's concerns and questions. Eddie wonders if there are more dimensions to worry about. What if there were more Eddies? But Venom will only focus on his dinner. It is Spider-Man that has become the antagonist of this story, with Venom and Eddie becoming the protagonists. But after searching a few hours around the city, it was only a matter of time before the sirens and flashing lights began to follow them. And after countless attempts of trying to lose the fuzz, they could not escape being found. Even as Eddie in human form, they thought if they can transform into Eddie, they can make an exit in a very populated area. But they are mistaken. They climb up the side of the Empire State Building to flee from the squads of police and news vans chasing after them below. They get to the top and look over the city below them in chaos. Venom spots helicopters in the distance and gazes over all the flashing lights and distant silences.
We have become the bad guy again, Eddie.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what comes from eating people and looking like, well, a muscular garbage bag with huge sharp teeth.
You are missing the point. We are supposed to be the good guy, the heroes. It is Spider-Man that is the villain.
We hear a voice from off screen. I've been called worse. Venom jolts around to see Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man hanging off the building.
You!
He lunges towards Spider-Man, who jumps and flips clean over Venom, landing in a Spidey pose behind him. Spider-Man. Me. Hi, I'm Spider-Man. I don't think we've met.
We are Venom.
Spider-Man cuts him off. Oh! You're the alien goo Peter 2 was talking about. Venom, looking very insulted and confused, once again lunges at him. Spidey once again dodges with ease. Eddie. Wow, he really is like a spider.
He will be squished like a spider as well.
Spider-Man. That's violent. Spider-Man shoots a web over Venom's mouth and feet. Venom's mouth opens wider than it ever has been, even showing parts of Eddie's face behind his giant sharp teeth, and then chews through the web. Spider-Man. That's a first, he says as he webs up Venom's feet once more. Why do you want to kill me, big guy? I don't remember being personally attached to your creation somehow. Venom easily claws through the webbing on his feet after shooting his own goo webs, trapping Spider-Man for once.
You killed me, Spider-Man. I am only returning the favor.
Spider-Man. I don't remember that either. Venom gets all up and close to Spider-Man's face and licks it with a long, sticky tongue, and explains to him the results of the end of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man. Oh, I get it. That was Peter 2. I mean, the other Spider-Man. Venom looks confused once again, and then considers his mistake. Eddie. I mean, he has a point. This is a totally different guy from the one we're after. Venom releases Spider-Man from his hold and warns him.
We are not the only one hunting a spider tonight. You do not have long before the Sinister 6 arrives.
Spider-Man. The Sinister what?
6. Well, it's more like 5. The Sinister 5.
Venom looks back to the skyline to no longer see any lights or helicopters.
Where did the sky machines go?
Eddie. Yeah, that's right. There were helicopters on the way. Oh, wait, look, there's still one right behind that cloud. Spider-Man, I don't mean to alarm you, but that's not the kind of sky machine you're thinking of. And that's not a cloud. A Upon closer view and zoomed in, we see that it is the Vulture approaching, along with a large amount of bats swarming Morbius. Hey there, how's it going? Me explaining this final climatic fight will never do it the justice your imagination can. So I'm just gonna give you some groundwork and I'll let you fill in the blanks. Venom teams up with Spider-Man to defeat the Sinister Six. It begins at the top of the Empire State Building with Vulture and Morbius, to then end up on the street level below with them taking on Vulture, Morbius, Kraven, Rhino, and Toxin. The villains best the two at first, and Eddie reaches out to Toxin/Mulligan, who ends up switching sides and fighting with them. The team end up taking down the villains, and both Morbius and Kraven escape custody by fleeing early. Vulture and Rhino are arrested. Sometime later, after the battle at the top of the San Francisco Bridge, Eddie, you know, we actually make a pretty good team, Spider-Man? Spider-Man. Yeah. We could be like this universe's Avengers or something. Eddie, Avengers? What is that, like a band? Spider-Man smiles and says, it's just a Peter one thing.
Who is this Peter?
Spider-Man, I am. Peter Parker. I probably shouldn't have told you that. Eddie, Peter Parker, huh? You take pictures for the Bugle, right? Are they hiring? Spider-Man says goodbye, and the next time they meet, he hopes he's not on the menu and swings away.
I liked his costume. And symbol. We need a symbol, Eddie.
Venom then forms his chest to give himself the iconic white spider across his body and swings away into the sunrise. Oh, you think it's done? No. The first after credit scene shows Toxin surrounded by odd religious tokens and paintings with all of their eyes and mouths drawn over to resemble symbiotes.
Soon they will see the faith in you is not unrewarded. It is time for us to rise and claim what is deserved to you. To us. We are unity. We are Null.
After credit scene, the second. It is set in a back alley in New York City. A cartoon/hexagonal portal opens and Miles Morales falls out of it. Still as a cartoon in a live-action world, with a somewhat Roger Rabbit vibe to it. He looks around the situation, confused, and simply exclaims, "Huh?" End. Thank you for tuning into my fan-fix-flick of what could be Venom 3, Sinister Protector. I have so many more ideas of amazing movie scripts. But I want you to let me know, what did you think of my take on what could be Venom 3? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know, do you have any ideas as well? I would love to hear. Hit the like, follow button for more fan-fix-flicks, movie reviews, news, and exclusive interviews on
The Dr. T Show.